Hey everybody, this is Richard from Whitebear Mitsubishi, and I'm standing next to a pre-production model of the 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, also known as the Outlander PHEV. Now, the cool part about the Outlander PHEV, it's the best of both worlds. It's like an electric car mated with a Mitsubishi Outlander, which is a beautiful SUV, and came out with an SUV that's plug-in hybrid and runs in electric mode for your daily commute. So this vehicle answers the question to your ability to drive electric with the freedom to fuel your dreams. What I mean by that is most people don't drive more than 40 miles a day for their daily commute, right? But on the weekends, they take trips up north, they go to their cabin, they go wherever, to grandma's house, and it might be over the river and through the woods. The Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV lets you do both of those things without having range anxiety. That's right, you have a fuel-efficient engine as well as two electric motors, one for the front wheels, one for the back wheels that can help propel you. And the Mitsubishi Outlander helps answer that question, and it helps you do it more affordably. Now, the Mitsubishi Outlander for 2023 has a 7-passenger seating configuration, and it's likely to be one of the most affordable 7-passenger electric vehicle PHEV combinations available on the market. If you are taking a look for vehicles that have a third row capability, most of them, like Kia, start north of 50 grand. If you need a third row vehicle like a Tesla Model Y, that's north of 70 grand. And if you want a Tesla Model X, it's almost 130 grand, right? And that's out of reach of most American consumers. So the Mitsubishi Outlander, I think, is gonna hit a sweet spot for what American consumers wanna do, because if you're not going to try a plug-in hybrid today, when are you gonna try one? And I think this vehicle makes a case for you to try one. So let's start talking about it. So the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid for horsepower, nearly 250 horsepower and over 300 foot-pounds of torque. So it definitely has the power to get out of its own way and propel you and your family on your journey. Now, every single Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV has this awesome look. Now, Mitsubishi calls this dynamic shield. So this aggressive front end with LED running lights, LED turn signals, LED headlights, and then on certain trim levels, LED fog lights. The beam pattern on the road is next to none. Now, every single Outlander has a suite of safety features that you're not gonna find in other vehicles. I don't know of another vehicle on the market that has 11 airbags. Now, the internal combustion engine version of this vehicle is already rated as a 5-star crash rated vehicle and a top safety pick plus by the IIHS. Clearly this vehicle hasn't been crash tested yet, but we believe that this is gonna have a great safety rating to protect you and your family. You're also gonna have great safety features standard, like blind spot mirrors, forward collision mitigation, again, 11 airbags. Again, it's almost like driving in bubble wrap. So let's keep going. So there's gonna be a few different trim levels available. So the entry trim level will be called the ES. Now, the ES is gonna come with 18-inch alloy wheels, gonna come with all the power windows, power locks, push button start. It's gonna come with Mitsubishi Connect, which is gonna allow you to remote heat your vehicle, cool your vehicle, as long as your vehicle is parked anywhere inside a cellular service area, which is amazing. It's also gonna help you check out your charging information on the vehicle, like is your vehicle fully charged? Does it need more time to go? So super excited to have this hit the market. And there's also some additional benefits to Mitsubishi Connect, including stolen vehicle tracking. If you're involved in an accident, it can check and make sure if you need assistance from any paramedics or whatnot to help make sure you and your family is safe. So now the ES is available in 5 different colors. It's available in Labrador Black, Black Diamond, White Diamond, Alloy Silver, and Red Diamond. So 5 great colors start this lineup. Now, if you're gonna upgrade to the SE trim level, you're gonna get these awesome 20-inch alloy wheels. Now, you're gonna upgrade from the standard cloth interior to what I call a vegan-friendly interior with synthetic suede, synthetic leather seats. So not only is it an environmentally friendly car, it's also an animal-friendly vehicle from that perspective. That's also gonna add things like heated seats, a power driver's seat, a power tailgate, and then you're gonna also have Mitsubishi's self-driving with the BiPilot system. So it allows, it won't drive the car for you, but it's gonna help keep the car in your lane. I drove one of these on the highway with Mitsubishi BiPilot, and I was really stunned at how much fatigue it took off of me, because it literally on a long drive allowed me to just give barely any steering input. So I was super happy to have that. Other features on the SE include built-in navigation. Now, every single Outlander PHEV has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. Now, the SE trim level, like on the internal combustion engine, is going to add wireless Apple CarPlay and also a wireless cell phone charger. So the SE trim level is going to give you a lot of great content, and we're super excited about that. Now, one more thing, on SE trim levels, you can add the technology package. Now, the technology package adds a panoramic sunroof and upgraded Bose stereo system. If we're gonna upgrade even further, then we're gonna look at a trim level called the SEL. Now, the SEL is going to give you a few major differences. One, it's going to give you the ability to do DC fast charging, so that way you can charge your vehicle in under 40 minutes, which is amazing. If you use level 1 or level 2 charging, you can do that at home or at a public charger as well. Now, you also have 1,500 watt outlets inside the vehicle, so that way you can use your vehicle as a generator. So if you're camping in the Northwoods or whatnot, and there's no area to plug in, you could actually plug into your vehicle to power a coffee pot or power a small fridge or power a TV if you need to watch an episode of Lost with your family for whatever reason. But the SEL is available with black leather or light gray leather, which some customers call like white leather. It's this beautiful diamond stitched leather. It's almost like you're inside a Lexus. It's absolutely crazy. Now, I did forget to mention that the SE trim level adds 2 additional colors. It adds mercury gray and cosmic blue. The SEL trim level gives you the option of adding a color called deep bronze, which is almost this cappuccino chocolate looking color. It's very rich and very fitting for the SEL trim level. You also get, on SEL trims, you also get these awesome shades that come up. So if you have any car seats in the back or children that want to stay cool, these shades are amazing. SEL trim levels, in addition to having leather seats, have rear heated seats, so you can keep your rear passengers warm. The SELs also add a power passenger seat, as well as memory seats for both the driver and the passenger. So that way, if you're switching off drivers in your household, you can do position 1, position 2 for either side. So the SEL definitely has a lot more feature content, and we're super excited about what the SEL is going to offer. Now, one cool thing, this rear seat slides forward and back to allow you better access to the third row seat. Now, my dog recently had surgery, and in our Outlander, we were able to move the seat all the way up against the first row seat because we put a little doggy bed after surgery, so that way we didn't need to worry about the doggy bed, sort of falling forward when we hit the brakes or whatnot. So it was super cool how this seat that slides forward and back offered us additional flexibility when we were trying to bring our dog home from the vet. And our dog's doing well, by the way, in case you're wondering. So, little French bulldog, his name's Bruiser, he's wonderful. The way I was able to keep my dog safe is I was able to slide this forward and back with this little lever here. And then also these seats recline, so that way you can have optimum comfort for your passengers in this row, and also provide a little extra room for the kids traveling in the third row seat should you need that. So now we're gonna slide this all the way back. Now meet me over at the charger. The charging is on the right side of the vehicle, so you just click this, and inside here you have your level 1 and level 2 charging. So you do get a home charger with the Mitsubishi Outlander, which allows you to charge at 8 amps or 12 amps. And then also, if you're charging publicly or using an upgraded home charger, you would also plug into this port as well. Now, this vehicle also has DC fast charging, which allows you on SEL trim levels and higher to DC fast charge in under 40 minutes, giving you about an 80% charge in a very reasonable amount of time. So again, SEL trim levels give you the ability to charge level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, the cool part about the Outlander PHEV being introduced right now is it comes at a time where our Mitsubishi White Bear is available with suction cups. Remember the Garfield suction cup cats that put in cars? We now have that for Mitsubishi. So if you do a pre-order with us, we'll be happy to send you a Mitsubishi White Bear suction cup bear. But anyway, now that we're at the back of the vehicle, let's talk about the power tailgate function. So SE trim levels and higher have a power tailgate that you can activate via key or an internal button, or just by touching the touchpad here. Outlander PHEV SELs are equipped with the kick motion sensor, where you just swipe underneath the back bumper and the back tailgate opens like this. Now inside, you're gonna find a very large cabin area. Now, this is one of the largest capacities of an EV or plug-in hybrid. Because again, the Outlander PHEV is based on a real sport utility vehicle, so you get real interior space. So it's larger than a Tesla Model Y, larger than a lot of the other electric vehicle options in this segment. Now, if you need more space, just lower these levers, or lift these levers, excuse me. You have a nice flat loading floor, showing all that extra space. So the reason why the interior, why the kick motion sensor is awesome is, say you're coming out of a store with a lot of packages in your hands, you can just put that right in without having to use the remote or touching the back of the tailgate. Now, in addition, when you want to close it, you can hit the power tailgate button right here to close it, or you could hit this one that says lock, which is a feature typically you'd find only like in a Land Rover or Jaguar or a much more expensive vehicle. This button right here, what it does is it closes the tailgate and then locks the vehicle for you. So I don't know how many times I've gotten in a vehicle where I've gotten my groceries out of the vehicle and needed to lock it. So I hit the power tailgate, it closes, and then I got to fumble in my pocket for the key. And while I'm holding something, do this. When you have that lock button, so that's SE trim levels and higher, you can lock your vehicle without having to fumble for your keys after. So that's a huge benefit of the Outlander PHEV. Speaking of silky smooth transitions, we need to show you the third row seat. So I'm just gonna click underneath this triple diamond logo, press the touchpad and open the power tailgate. And inside, all you do is lift this one that says number 1 with one of your hands, and it folds it forward. And then there's a strap that says number 2. Pull that, and then all you gotta do is just fold these headrests up, and voila, you have a third seat. Now, let's be honest, this third row seat is not for someone my size. You're definitely not gonna wanna put an adult in the back of the Mitsubishi Outlander for a cross-country road trip. This vehicle is perfect if you have a few kids and you need to put a couple more kids in to get them to hockey practice or take them to swimming or whatnot. If the grandparents are in town, you put the kids in the third row. The cool part is that the middle rows I showed you earlier can slide forward and back, so you can have kids sit in the third row with rear legroom comfort and adjust the middle row comfort as well to make sure that you can get all your passengers in. So for the size the Mitsubishi Outlander is, for the economy you give, this gives you a lot of great interior space, and we're super excited to have it. Now let's work on getting these seats to fold down. So you just lower the headrests by clicking this lever. Then you pull this tab, pull number 3 here to unlock it, and then hit number 4, and it slides perfectly flat. So you can do most of this with just one hand. So it's great, especially if you're holding a baby. Now, one thing I want to bring your attention to, we talked about the 1500 watt AC power adapters. Because this is an SEL trim level or higher, one of those power outlets is here, and one of those power outlets is in the middle row as well. So moving our way up the SEL trim level, we have what's called the Touring package. Now the Touring package adds 4 key features that I think a lot of people might have interest in. One is that huge panoramic sunroof that you can get in the SE with technology package. That sunroof goes over both the front row and the back row seats, has a wonderful sunshade as well. So if you're in a sunny environment, you can close that shade to make sure your interior doesn't get so warm. It's also gonna add the same Bose premium stereo system that was in that SE with technology package. Now there's 2 more key features that are amazing. You get heads-up display, which allows you to see your speed and some other driver information on your windshield as you're driving. And you also get a heated steering wheel. So if you're in a colder climate, that's absolutely amazing. Undoubtedly, if you've done any research on the Outlander PHEV or the internal combustion engine version, you've seen pictures of this interior. This interior has helped this vehicle win Award's 10 Best Interior Award when the Outlander was introduced in 2022. Now this interior has 2-tone semi-alanine black interior with saddle accents. Now, regardless of what color you think they are, it could be caramel, could be saddle, some people think it's orange, it's downright awesome. Now this interior package is available on the premium trim level. Now this premium trim level adds a couple things that you can't get in the Touring package. So it retains all the other features we've talked about, adds this awesome 2-tone interior. You get massaging front seats with this button right here. And then you also get a black roof on top of the vehicle. Now that's available in 4 colors. It's available in diamond white, mercury gray, alloy silver, and red diamond. So with those 4 colors, you can get this awesome interior with this black roof. And let's do some investigating inside this car. Now that we're in the interior of the Outlander Premium, let's take a look at the center console. Now, at the back of it, you see rear vents for heating and air conditioning controls. Now, all SEL and higher, so SEL, SEL Touring, and SEL Premium, has tri-zone climate control. So that means driver, passenger can choose their own temperature, and also rear seat passengers also can choose their temperature as well. So you can pick hot or cold for 3 different zones in the vehicle. Certainly all kinds of amazing. Going on the inside of the Outlander PHEV, you have all of your controls over here for your power windows. Now on this trim level, it has automatic down on all 4 positions for the driver, which is great. You also have your power lock, your power mirror controls, and also power folding mirrors. So by hitting this center button right here, you can fold your mirrors in, so if you're trying to pull into a tight parking space, or if you're parked on the street, you can make sure your mirrors are folded in, so that way a truck or someone on a bike doesn't hit that mirror and injure themselves. A couple cool buttons you'll find to the left of the steering wheel. One is the pressurized fuel system release. Mitsubishi pressurizes the fuel system to keep your fuel lasting longer because you're most likely going to be using the electric mode most of the time. To the right, you'll find your power tailgate button. And then on the lower level, you're gonna find a button that I haven't seen before, is it locks the charger to your vehicle. I've certainly experienced before where I plugged in my car and someone unplugged it to charge theirs. It allows you to make sure we take care of that. Now, the interior of the Outlander PHEV is wonderful. The digital dash is crisp, it's colorful, it's absolutely wonderful. You have a lot of controls over here to change sort of the appearance and also what information is displayed. We have the ability to change your stations. We have the ability to change the volume as well for your cruise control. You use this for the My Pilot system, which again helps steer the vehicle back into your lane. Setting the cruise control, resuming Bluetooth functions, so you can answer a phone call, you can change how many car lengths the adaptive cruise control does, and then use this button here if you want to tell Siri where you want to go. Navigate to Mall of America.
Getting directions to Mall of America.
And there you go. So you could do that without even touching anything, which is absolutely amazing. And I did that using wireless Apple CarPlay. I don't even have my phone plugged in, and I was able to sync my phone. And you even can use voice commands to make your music play. Play The Hit Crew.
The Hit Crew now playing.
It's electric!
So it also has a tilting and telescoping steering wheel, which allows you to make sure that you have complete comfort. Now, one of the things I loved about the Outlander Hybrid is that you have paddle shifters, and this allows you to change the brake regeneration of the vehicle. You're actually able to slow the vehicle down using the kinetic energy of the paddle shifters, which is super fun. Now, Mitsubishi also has the innovative pedal. It's not quite one pedal driving like you may have experienced in other electric cars, but it does allow you to accelerate and then take pedal pressure off of the pedal to slow the vehicle down. And again, while you're doing that, you're using regenerative energy to add range back to the car. It's a very immersive experience driving this car, and the innovative pedal is awesome. Now, Mitsubishi also gives you 4 different modes to use. So hitting this EV button here, you can start with your normal mode. Now, normal mode will let the vehicle select the most efficient way to drive this car. So if it's most efficient to use the gasoline power, you can do that. If it's most efficient to use the electric energy of the vehicle, it will do that. Now, if you hit the EV button one more time, you go into electric only range. Now, EV range will prioritize EV power over fuel power. So it'll do everything it can. Now, you can drive up to 83 miles an hour using that. And again, based on some recent articles that have come out, there's 38 miles of all electric range, which for a 3-row SUV with up to 7 passengers is one of the most ranges you can get in a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle with 3 rows of seats, which is all kinds of awesome. Then you have the save mode. Now, the save mode is what I like to call the hybrid mode. So say I'm gonna go on a long distance trip, I'm gonna drive 60, 70, 80 miles in a day. When my car is fully charged in the morning, what I do is I unplug it, I put it in save mode, I drive to my destination using gasoline in save mode, but because it has a full battery pack, it treats it like a hybrid. So you're gonna get the most fuel efficiency that you can. On the way home, then I put it in the EV mode. So I'm driving back using electric energy, which allows me to get the best possible fuel economy. The last mode you can pick is charge mode. So say again, we talked about you camping. Say you're up north or at a lake or whatnot. There's no power supplies anywhere. Well, you can use the gasoline engine to charge the battery pack. So you hit the charge mode and you can charge up your battery pack. And then again, if you have an SEL trim level or higher, you can use the power sources inside the vehicle to power your experience. So imagine being able to have freshly brewed coffee because you can plug your coffee pot into your SUV. All kinds of amazing. So we've talked about the dual climate control. We've talked about how the SEL Touring and higher has the heated steering wheel. I did forget to mention that you have heated windshield wiper defrosters. That's right. Underneath your wiper blades is a defroster array that if you have ice as you're driving in the snow, it's going to thaw out any of that ice or slush that's gathering on your windshield wipers. You also have headlight washers in this vehicle as well. So you're going to have a lot of way to keep yourself safe in this vehicle. Now Mitsubishi also gives you 7 different driving modes. You have power, which is going to give you the best combination of electric and gasoline efficiency. Eco mode, which is going to help prioritize battery power and also give you the best fuel economy. Normal mode, then you also have your tarmac mode, which is just for dry pavement. Then you have gravel, then you have your snow mode, which again helps you get through the winter. And the last mode is your mud mode, which you can use that also for deep snow.
And it starts just over $40,000, $41,190. Ta-da!
Well, thanks for taking a look today at the 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV plug-in hybrid. I'm sure you can see why it's a very dynamic vehicle offering twin motor all-wheel drive, which gives you Mitsubishi's history of producing excellent all-wheel drive vehicles for all types of traction. Mitsubishi also has built on its success with the Outlander PHEV. It's the #1 selling plug-in hybrid in the world. Mitsubishi sold over 300,000 of these. I think they're going to sell way more with this next generation. Now, if you have any interest in the 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV, make sure that you follow this link right here if you're on YouTube, and we'll help you fill out our order form, and we can help make sure that we match you to the plug-in hybrid of your dreams. Now, this Outlander hybrid definitely gives you the chance to drive every single day in EV and allows you to fuel your dreams on the weekends because it runs on both gasoline and electric power. Thank you so much for watching today. We're super excited about the Outlander hybrid, and we think you will be too.